Hey, welcome to the Spit Swap Beer Review. I am Jammer, and that gentleman to the right of me left of me, or
The right of the viewer.
yeah, is Shagdog the Magnificent.
That's right, Jammer. That's right. Hey, I'm doing Sullivan's Brewing Company's Black Marble Stout.
Oh, I didn't see that. I got the two Sullivans, the red, I think it is, the red
Yeah,
one,
and the gold one, right?
and the gold one, but I haven't seen that one. I'm gonna have to find that one because if that one is as good as the one I had before, oh my God, you're in for a treat.
I don't
Uh,
know.
by the way, I got Founders double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout, which is their breakfast stout. It they consider it. I think it was, if I remember correctly, a 100 on the BA. It's an oatmeal stout according to the BA, but I think they said it was a double imperial or something like that. But this gets
I
100, Shagdog.
Wow. Yeah, I
Uh
know
huh.
BA said it was like a oatmeal or something,
Yeah.
but what's the ABV on it again?
Oh shit. 60 IBUs. Where's it at?
I don't like it.
Where the classics never go out of style and new legends arise. Let's see. Okay.
Hmm.
Says here 8.3 ABV. It says, coffee lovers, this one's for you. Brewed with an abundance of flaked oats and two types of coffee and chocolate, this stout has an intense, fresh roasted Java nose with breakfast inspired flavors of chocolate and caramelized sugar for just the right amount of sweetness.
Huh. Yeah, this is the 89 on Beer Advocate Irish Dry Stout. It's only 5.1%, but when I open it, I guess
Yeah.
this is the roasty barley I smell, but it almost smelled like alcohol, at first. As soon as I was pouring it, I was like, get a whiff of something.
This is a
Mm.
very pretty beer, actually. It's got a nice, uh, actually, I was going to say beige, but I would say if I was going to, like a spice, you know what, cinnamon type looking head,
Yeah,
cinnamon looking head. Uh,
cinnamon, yeah, that sounds good.
yeah, trying to. Oh yes, it does smell like fresh roasted coffee. Oh, actually, it smells like if you get up in the morning. You ever been traveling and it's a cold day and you go into a restaurant and to use the bathroom or something, as you're driving down the road or something, and it's in the early morning, it's cold, and you walk in there and you smell the fresh coffee brewing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's what it smells like.
yeah. This one's sweet, a little toasty coffee, dark coffee, a little bit of a chocolate,
This has a
maybe a
nice,
dark fruity. I think.
like I said, cinnamon beige type looking head. I got about a finger and a half or 2 fingers
I got a
head
pinky.
there. It's very dark, but decadent. The Russians used to say, you know, what do they call them?
Decadent
Decadent
bastards.
Americans. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. I do
Yeah,
smell chocolate in this, and I do that coffee, man. It's up front and bold and fresh, and it smells like fresh roasted coffee being brewed in an early morning. You know, you're waking up and you smell that coffee brewing.
yeah. This
Yeah,
smells pretty
and
good.
coffee. But I'm
This
interested in what it tastes like, Shagdog. How about
this
you?
is this isn't a Guinness, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. But but think about it. Hold it up there again to the light. Let me see it. It's dark, right? You can't see through it.
Yeah, it's not a complete black, but mostly black. Maybe a
Yeah.
tinge of brownish in there. Maybe
Okay.
and maybe 98% black and 2% brown.
Cheers, my friend. This is the first beer of the new year I am doing on camera with you.
I thought you did one earlier.
Yeah, I did one by myself earlier, but this is the first one with you, my
Oh
friend.
yeah, yes. Happy New Year's. We're
Happy New
we're
Beers.
we're already 12 days already, but
Yeah, well, when you work, that's what it costs.
yeah. And I was injured too. Had an illness injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
This is my first beer since December 24th.
Wow.
Yeah.
You always get sick during that time period when we're supposed to be doing all the greatest videos of the world could ever
Yeah. Or I'm
imagine.
working, one or the other.
Yeah.
All
Cheers.
right. Cheers. Wow.
Man,
It's pretty good actually.
this is pretty good. I mean, it's good, but I don't know why it got 100. I don't mean to knock it because it's good. I mean, I like it, you know. It's got a malty coffee chocolate flavor. It follows with a dry coffee lingering finish. Almost smoky. It's not very sweet at all. You know, it's just got. It's almost and the alcohol. I mean, it's like I could taste the alcohol. You know, I could feel it. It's got a burning sensation, a warming, burning sensation. Medium carbonation. It's pretty easy to drink, but man, I don't know why everybody thinks this is 100.
That's weird. Wow. Yeah, because I think we did that one way back too, and I think it was 100 back then too. So
It must be a freaking pay me for the
yeah,
spot type thing because
yeah.
I can't. It's got a bitterness to it. I mean, I don't know, Shagdog. I'm really perplexed by this because you're telling me this is 100 and this is what you think is 100, and I'm like, man, there's absolutely a minimal amount of sweetness to it. And if I was going to take this beer, I would bump up the sweetness just a bit to mellow it out and smooth it out. You know.
Really. Usually I
And
don't
I'm
like
not a
sweetness,
big
so,
on sweetness. You know, I
yeah.
don't like real sweet beers, but this right here, I would bump it up just to mellow it out and smooth it out.
Yeah, this smelled a lot sweeter than it actually is.
Hmm.
Um, Definitely a dark roasty like coffee, a little bit of dark fruity sweetness in it, but only a little pinch, not like the smell. When I smelled it, I was like, "Holy shit, that's a sweet
Yeah,
stout!" But it's pretty smooth, the nitro and everything. It almost tastes like a little bit like the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, but a little easier and smoother than that. But at the same time, it almost tastes like like a Murphy's Stout, but stronger and bolder than a Murphy's Stout. Yeah. So it's kind of like in between those two, a Murphy
yeah,
Stout and a Guinness Foreign Extra Stout.
and that's actually sounding interesting.
Just to give you an idea where it is strength wise, or boldness.
This is
Yeah.
the cap for all your cap perv. Nothing on the inside. Yeah, I'm not as impressed as the BA was with this one. Sorry, I'm just not. It does have like a bitter sweetness. It's a good beer. Don't get me wrong. It's a good beer, but I'm not that impressed by it.
Yeah, I like this way better because I had the Red Irish one about a couple weeks after you did. The Irish one, Red Irish Ale by them. And that was all right. It's pretty good, but I like this way better than that Red
To
Irish
me,
Ale.
that red ale was one of the best red ale, if not the best that
I
I
think it
ever
was
had.
just a little too bold, for a red ale. I wish it was a little bit smoother.
Mine was pretty darn good. Maybe you just didn't lager it long enough.
It was a rich red Irish red ale, not super rich, but richer than most.
Maybe you just didn't lager it
Yeah, could be.
long enough.
Yeah, I'd go ahead and give this a grade, Jam. I'm gonna give it one more sip so I get down about as much as you are. Look at that. All that talking you've been doing, I could have drank half the beer already.
Mine gets better as you drink it, but still, man, to me, it's missing something. It's just missing something.
Yeah.
I would give this a straight up A. That's as far as I can
Hmm.
go. I can't give it a 100. I give it an A.
I'd give this a B plus and a sword or a swallow and a quarter.
I'll give this a swallow. It's good.
Yeah. I wouldn't go into an A with this. I mean, it's good, but it's just missing a little something probably.
A little something, something.
But it's not bad. Stouts are strange for me because I like the taste of the smoother, lighter ones, but I like the stronger ones too.
Yeah. I say
But
probably one of my favorite stouts besides Guinness Foreign Extra Stout is the what is it, Yeti?
Yeti Stout.
Yeah.
Yeti Stout.
Now Jammer fan has told me that there's another Yeti
Oh, which
Yeti, but it's like double whatever Yeti or something.
let's check. Oh, the Yeti. You got Yeti Imperial Stout, right? Is that what we did one time?
I
Or?
think so. And then the one that Jammer fans like a double Imperial or something like that.
Yeah, because I have the Great Divide
And
Imperial.
that one sounds very interesting. But I'd say those are probably the two favorite stouts that I've had, besides maybe one or two that are like very minuscule in production.
Yeah, I still like. I mean, Guinness is my favorite because it's just smooth and easy and light. So you can drink a lot of them.
Yes,
Really.
as a regular beer, as just a regular style beer,
Yeah, to
mass
pound a few.
produced,
Yeah,
mass produced, but with a lot of flavor. Guinness, definitely. But
yeah,
as far as richness and really bold with flavor, the Guinness Foreign
yeah,
Extra Stout I think has a lot of that,
yeah,
and the Yeti.
yeah. I like the Yeti. Yeah, I had that Great Divide one a couple weeks back. That was pretty good too, actually.
The Great Divide one is good. Yeah.
Uh, and then I also had another one by them, like one of their winter ones. I forget what the hell it's called, but that
Yeah.
was pretty good too. There's another stout.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What do you think about the Alien Miami Aliens? You see that?
No, what was that about?
It was at a strip mall or something. There was a big fight, bunch of kids, 50 of them, but cops galore there. Like friggin' 100 cop cars that lined up down the street for 50 kids fighting. I don't know. I don't know. Anyhow, walking by there's very bad video footage, but there's like two things walking by the cop cars, and they look like they're 9 or 10 feet tall, but it's blurry. You can't tell what it is. The cops say it's like a regular person walk by. It's just a shadow.
Yeah.
But then I did see one video where the guy's talking to his father is on the phone. His father's supposedly running for sheriff.
Yeah.
So, and he's talked to his father on the phone, and someone else is recording over here. He goes, "So what was it?" He goes, "I can't talk about it." He goes, "What do you mean you can't talk about it?" Stuff like that. And I was like, "Well, is that real?" And the guy doing the video showing it, saying, "Well, I don't know if that's real. And I think it's fake. It could be a friend talk to him on the phone." But I looked up who's running for sheriff, Dade County in Florida, and one of them looked like the father on the phone. So I'm like, "Hey, that might be real." You say you can't talk about the incident and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Weird. But then a couple other videos are really bad. They supposedly show on the one far right side of the video the portal. It looks like,
Yeah.
and somebody said it came just. And the one guy was saying that they were glitching.
Okay. I didn't know whether you were talking about illegal aliens or real aliens.
No, real aliens. Yeah, they're 9 to 10 feet tall, or
Or
demons, or whatever.
or supposed real aliens.
Oh, another girl did a video. She did the coordinates, longitude, latitude of that strip mall.
Yeah.
But she did them backwards. So she put the longitude and the latitude and the latitude and longitude. She says these are aliens that they ported into the wrong place. They got them backwards because when you put those backwards, flip them, guess where it takes you?
Or
Center of the South Pole.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's something. That's pretty wild.
Some dummy. Okay, we're teleporting to the main base in Antarctica.
Oh,
Get ready, guys.
that would have been a Shagdog move.
That's funny.
Yeah, you would have been like, all right, what was his coordinates? Okay, yeah, I got him.
Put them in backwards.
Yeah, put him in backwards because, what the fuck, I'm not paying real attention to you, Jammer.
Partially dyslexic. Yeah.
Yeah, not really paying attention to you, Jammer. Go fuck yourself.
I copy and pasted it into the wrong slots.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
something. Make
exactly.
big.
Yeah. And so then we all of a sudden we show up at a strip mall instead of
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that anytime an incident happens somewhere, and then flip the longitude. Yeah, and then see where it takes you. And see if there's any. Yeah.
Pretty wild, man. Pretty wild.
We should take that actually special places too, like the pyramids or Stonehenge, and flip the coordinates and see what's on the other side, on the flipped side of it. Yeah.
Well, that would be pretty.
Wouldn't that be interesting if like Stonehenge and you flip it is the pyramids?
I will say this much, Shagdog. It sounds initially interesting. However, we may find out that it's completely boring after we do it. But before we do it, it sounds very interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what website, because the guy was on, he said, let me check this. Let me check it. How was she? He was thinking she meant backwards, like, from this
Well,
string.
you can put it on Google Maps and it'll take you.
Oh, can you do it Google Maps too? Yeah, he had some weird website, but he was putting the numbers in reverse instead of flipping longitude, latitude. He was doing backwards and it wasn't working. He's like, that's not working.
Oh.
And then he goes, oh, maybe she meant put the number here and these numbers up here.
Yeah.
Flip that. Okay. Yeah, but the one that got me about it was the guy's father talking on the phone. And when I looked up who's running for sheriff, he looked like one of the guys. So I was like, well, that might be legit there.
It probably is. It's just like the technology of hydrogen and hydrogen, right?
Yeah.
Being used to fuel vehicles and everything, the hydrogen generator and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There was a video that interviewed a sheriff of a county up there in either Georgia or Virginia or some of those states that had converted all the cars to actually have those hydrogen units on it, And it said if you have any questions, you could call him. Here's the phone number, right? So, me being me, right? I watch this video and I'm thinking, oh, you know what? I'm going to call this number just to see if it's right? So I called the number. They answered the sheriff's office, right? I said, yeah, I wanted to speak to the sheriff about the hydrogen generators. And they said, oh, please hold. A few minutes later, yeah, hey, how's it going? This is Sheriff so-so. How can I help you? And it was the same voice on the video. I turned around and I said, yeah, I was interested in learning more about the hydrogen generators. You said, you call if you have any questions and everything. So.
Right, you called him?
Yeah, I called him.
Oh, wow.
And I talked to the guy, and the guy was saying, yeah, we converted it over, and we've increased our mileage on it, and the vehicles run smoother and less maintenance issues on it. We still use the gasoline with the hydrogen generator and everything, but it's good. And he was just going on about it. So I thought it was pretty interesting and everything. So it's kind of like that kind of thing. Unless you do it yourself, you don't know how true it is. So Shagdog, you're definitely going to have to reverse those coordinates and
Yeah.
see.
Well, it's like the guy in St. Petersburg made the engine that ran on water, which I'm sure most of it was coming from the hydrogen in water, right?
Well, here, let me dive into this one. This is a rabbit hole, so I'm not going to go fully in. All right, I'm
All
just
right.
going to tip my toe in it. Right.
Okay.
But Shagdog, water. There's a guy in Japan, a scientist in Japan, who flash freezes water after exposing it to certain frequencies. Right. It causes certain geometric shapes and creates snowflakes or whatever, and shows it, right?
Yeah.
All these wonderful geometric shapes. The same frequencies do it time after time, right? And it's beautiful and it's perfect. Same thing as the vibration on the pan with the sand, and they show it forming these geometric shapes. I don't know if you've seen those at all.
Yeah, I never saw it.
But anyway, same instance. And where were we headed on this? What did you say?
Something about water engine that runs on water.
So water, right? This is the crazy thing. Water. You try to destroy water, you can't, right? You try to burn it, it becomes steam and it becomes a gas. Evaporates, becomes a gas, right?
Then it comes back down as condensation.
Condensation, rain, and everything. All right, so you try to boil it. Steam, gas, blah, blah, blah. You try to freeze it. Oh, no, it becomes a solid all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
It metamorphoses into a solid.
You still can't destroy it.
Just can't destroy it. So you can't burn it. You can't freeze it.
Electrify it.
You can't electrify it because all it does is
evaporate.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a living creature.
What do you think when they do something very harmful to it, like electrocute it, destroys some of the molecules in it, right?
Yeah, but here's the crazy thing too, and you'll see it if you do some research on it. They have these vases or vases, whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
That will spin a magnetic magnet, to stir the water.
Yeah.
They've measured the water standing still. The ingredient, measured the contents, basically all the minerals of standing still water. Then they measured after moving the water, allowing it to move, stirring. It becomes its own environment, basically, its own thing, and the minerals and everything. pH starts to align to a perfect pH, perfect this, everything, and it's just moving. Now, if you I don't know if you noticed this, but animals, they don't like to drink water that's just sitting in a bowl. They would rather go to,
like a stream or something, right?
Yeah, they would rather go to a stream. They would rather go to where water is flowing, where it's live and active and everything. Yeah. That's why a lot of animals will go to the toilet, because the toilet, it's moving. Yeah, it's refreshed and it's moving. It's crazy, but this and it's just recently that I really have dived into it to a degree. But water as a living entity, it's a miracle element. If you think about it, there's miracle plants and there's miracle all this, but this is a miracle element because, like you said, you can't destroy it. You can pollute it, you can delay it, but one of the best things that cuts through grease, one of the best things that cut through dissolves everything. It becomes a cutter. It cuts through stone. It cuts through water itself over time is everything.
Yeah. Even if you pollute it, you can still separate that layer by evaporating it or whatever. Right? So that could be. I mean, what about acid rain though? So that's still polluted, right?
It's polluted, but you can remove the acid from the water
Once it
eventually.
hits the ground, it's going to filter out, evaporate again, right?
Uh, And that's the thing about water. You can try.
Renewable.
It's renewable resource. So, and then on top of it, water holds so much freaking energy.
Yeah.
Yet we don't use it for that. And yet Nikola Tesla's technology that he developed back when he was alive is being used today in corporations up in Canada and Europe and everything as a plasma cutter type thing, hydro cutter or whatever you want to call it. It cuts through metal, it cuts through stone, it cuts through all these different things with more efficiency and more clean of a cut than
Man.
the gas
So,
torch and stuff like that. And then on top of that, they have engines that are running on water for corporations, but the small guy can't have an engine that runs on water because that means you'd be self-reliant, self-efficient. You don't have to have anything but water to run a vehicle.
you get out of the pond and run
Yeah.
your vehicle, which would be great because I think that it wouldn't help the oil business or whatever, but it'd help other businesses. I'd have more money to spend on other things.
That's the thing about it. You would it wouldn't. I mean, yes, it would hurt the oil business, the electric companies, or whatever like that.
All
But
the
in
anything to do with cars and certain things of vehicles and machines.
but in general, you would have more money to spend on other things and more money to put out there, and we'd have a renewable resource that would constantly regenerates itself.
yeah,
I mean, that's the crazy part about it.
that's
And
why I brought up
everybody is avoiding water. Oh, let's go electric. Let's go electric. Oh, what about hydrogen?
yeah, that's why I brought up the St. Pete guy because he either disappeared or got killed or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
The guy had it. And then speaking of what did you just say? The electric.
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day. The guy's charging his car, but he's pulling the amps, showing how much amps it's using. And he says to charge a car, it's like 30 houses what they use on a daily basis, energy wise, to charge, give you a car a full charge.
Yeah.
30 houses, a daily average of 30 houses.
Yeah. So what does
That's a
that
lot of
tell
energy.
you?
It tells you it's a lot of energy.
Yeah. And the solar companies and all that stuff, they're pushing those solar panels and all that stuff. Those solar panels degrade over time, and they don't last a full 20 years. So
Right.
the power efficiency, you maybe get 100% when you first buy them, but less than a year, they'll be down at least a couple percentage points and so forth.
Yeah, just like solar panels, just like your phone battery, that's only going to last so long of keeping a good charge. To
Yeah.
it, yeah.
And the thing about it is they made them so expensive, $35,000, $50,000 for solar panels.
Holy
How
shit.
long?
Yeah,
How
much?
long is it going to take you to recoup that?
Yeah.
And then the electric companies are not allowing you to sell that electric in some areas, not allowing you to sell it back to them. So you create this electric, you use it for yourself, and you have this excess that's being generated, and you try to sell it to the electric company. Well, granted, back in
Man.
the day when you first started with solar panels and everything, the electric company would buy it, but now they've cut that out to a degree.
I'm going to recommend you start a new channel, Tech and Science. Boy, you're going to have a great channel.
Yeah, but who would I be? Would I be Jammer?
Imagine every topic we went over and we made a separate channel. Oh, wait, we got to go to the other channel and do this one. We'll be right back.
Yeah, check us out on the other channel for more information on this subject.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was thinking the other day. I could do a separate review channel. Like I bought some freaking jalapeno jelly spread, jam or whatever. I was like, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm going to videotape it hopefully I open it someday. But I was like, you know what? I can do this on the Shagdog channel, link it to the YouTube channel. So, how you can put I think you can do it where you link another channel. So, hey, check out this channel or whatever. So you could have 4 or 5 different channels, have them all on each channel, like promoting each other. Yeah.
Yep, you definitely could do that.
Yeah.
But, I digress, Shagdog. We need to move on.
And I regress. Let's do it.
All right. Thanks for watching, commenting, and liking and sharing, and tinkling a little bell because Shagdog loves a little tinkle.
Yeah, we went a little too far in tech area there tonight, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
we went a little too long too.
And I deleted 5 hours worth of videos already off StreamYard. Now we're adding right back to it.
Yeah. Terrible.
All right, we'll see you on the next one. We got some
Yeah.
great beers.
Yeah. Great beers for a great new year.
Right.
Jammer.
Shagdog.
Take care, guys.